Welcome back. Glory to you and your house. Let's head over to Trion Tower. So, observation deck is where we need to end up. Let's start from the subway entrance.
Heading to the objective.
Indeed. So, we already spoke to you two because you were on the way. We'll go this way. We'll speak to you first.
Welcome to
Melanie. I came to the Vern store today in hopes of getting some good inspiration for an advertisement design. One thing I noticed is that people have been paying way more attention to the Orbal Net ever since the T-Phone was launched. Even I've been addicted to blogging in O-commerce.
Visit the new liberal
It's just like, yeah, like, 'cause we call it e-commerce, wouldn't we? Like, yeah, like O-commerce. So I've mentioned that before, like, what would they call things? It's like, O-commerce makes sense from the moment I bought one. But as fun as near-endless stream of content can be, the information overload really wears you out. Wait a sec, maybe that's the same thing applying to ads? I can feel the gears turning. My next hit design is brewing in my head as we speak. Figuring out a good stylistic approach to this ad was starting to feel like a lost cause. But I can feel the gears turning now. My next hit design is brewing in my head as we speak.
Welcome.
Indeed.
Welcome to the Trion Mall.
Oh, it's hopeless, Bart. The orb mail simply disappeared into the ether. Just hand it over, alright? Maybe the store clerk will be able to fix it. Hold on, it's right here, Mum. All you did was minimize the window. Really? How did you do that?
Visit the new liberal boutique.
The T-Phone is nice to have and all, but I'm still a little iffy on how to use it. On the other hand, my son seems to know the thing from top to bottom. Wait, is my boy a genius? No, he's just being brought up with the technology. Sheesh, my mum really is hopeless when it comes to tech stuff. Oh well, when she's done, I'll be able to move to the next stage of my game. That's the reason you're doing it. I bought one of those T-phones people keep talking up the other day. Being able to contact others at any time or place is just too convenient to pass on. It is strange, like, I remember the world when that was not as easy. It was difficult. It's like, 'cause I got brought up on the internet, like, just emerging as a thing and developing to where it is now. So it's like, yeah. But of course, that won't be possible until they get T-phones of their own, seeming to me overlooking such an obvious fact. Still, the thought of sending orb mails back and forth with Ludua someday has me giddy inside. I like your approach. Oh, looks like it's starting to snow a little. Has been all day. Did you know our T-phones are not only dust-proof, but waterproof as well? This was done to ensure the orbal power mechanisms always remain intact. It's not completely invincible, however. If you do experience breakage, please don't hesitate to contact us. You know, Mindy told me that T-phone sales have been doing pretty well lately. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting them to catch on so quickly, especially given how pricey they are. But I guess the users are really impressed by how innovative the tech is. Either way, it's all been a huge success for the Vern Company. Modifying the Zephyr for general use was a genius idea. At this rate, the T-phone might even be the defining gadget of the era. I was wondering why there were so many kids around today. But then it hit me. The Mishi shows today. You know, we actually had Mishi participate in our T-phone marketing earlier in the year. We were hoping to appeal to the housewife demographic. Maybe we'll bring him back sometime. I don't know why, but in my head, a talking point I had over on Discord was very much that case of like, moving on from like part XX that I put out, that little bit where we talked about the title of that album. It's like, if you take the title of that album, and assuming, like with the theories and everything, the loop takes us back to year 0 of the Septine calendar. So, that number of the album, times about 1,200 years. You end up in millions of years. Millions of years this potential loop has been happening. Millions. It's like, damn. Whenever I use my T-phone, I can't help getting the sense that the Orbal network is constantly evolving. For example, more and more community sites and social media are made every day. Plus, I've even seen people making their own personal sites. Makes me feel like we're in a new age. I need to make sure I'm not left out. Alright, so just swing around the top.
Here you'll find Trion Tower.
Not go inside the observation deck because that's where the story continues.
Thank you for your visit today.
What in the... Shockferno?
Screen one will
I don't believe my eyes. It's the one. The film I've been waiting my entire life to see. The only thing that could feed my hungry soul. The time has come. The future is now. The golden age of shark movies is here to stay. Get it, don't you, Mama? The next thing we watch has to be Shockferno. Oh no, I came back from the restroom only to find my little girl under the spell of shark exploitation. They say that watching it is akin to gazing into a gaping abyss, one that leads to nothing but a future of nothingness. Goddess above, I beg you, deliver my daughter from these temptations, toothy creatures.
Thank you for your visit today.
Temptations. Shark movies are everything. The end-all, be-all. Never has the cinematic universe seen a better genre. Please, Kathy, come back to me.
And enjoy the film.
Your poor old mum will never leave you alone again as long as she lives. She has been corrupted by the sharks. Okay, time for another back-to-back viewing of The Adventures of Rockford and 3 Point Heat.
Sale at the shop.
I've inducted them into my favorites Hall of Fame, right alongside Golden Blood. Watching the same movies over and over the way I do does mean I get left behind when the topic turns to new releases, though. Shockferno is a popular choice, right? Maybe I'll go see that too. Alright, can we watch any new ones? In normal movie theaters, the less popular films usually don't get as much screen time as their blockbuster counterparts. But we make sure to show them all here. Their screenings are either scheduled for early in the morning or late at night. That way they don't conflict with the more popular films' scheduling.
Step right up.
Welcome to Stardust. What's playing right now? So we've seen that, we've seen them all. We'll hold off. We don't need to see it again, you know.
Various shops to peruse.
Various shops to peruse. Yeah.
Drop by the Vern store if you want to check out the hottest new commodity.
Well, look who's fashion forward now. Ooh.
It's a cutting
And I couldn't have done it without you.
lighting Calvert on fire.
Are you sure this will be enough, though? Maybe there's something else I could fix? All you need is a little more confidence, Jimmy. You should feel as self-assured as you look. And you really do tell it how it is, don't you? It's easier said than done. Guess the rest will be up to me. So I just need to be confident? Well, that doesn't exactly come natural to me. But he's right. Gotta muster up all the courage I can. Okay then, I'm gonna try to believe in myself. I can do this. Good luck, mate. If you're wearing clothes that don't suit you, then you can't very well call yourself fashionable. You have to wear your clothes, not let them wear you. Otherwise, everyone will think you're being tacky. It's easier said than done, really. Nahib, is that how you said? Has been helping coordinate outfits for a customer who wants to rehaul his entire image. Clearly, consumers are in need of clothing selections that suit their body types and colors that flatter them. But what if R&M also provided accessories and hairstyling to help tie the whole package together? This has the makings of a marvelous business proposal. I'll have to draft something up and submit it to corporate ASAP. Or start your own business.
Anything of interest?
Newsboy cap. Got some Stragers.
Welcome to the Trion Mall. Here you'll find Trion Tower, one of the major landmarks.
Nah.
I hope you found everything to your liking.
You'll also
Oh,
find the Vern store,
indeed.
a movie.
Well, got any plans?
Let's use that.
Well, if
There
you
we go.
insist.
Sklum.
Theater,
Sklum.
boutiques, and other various shops to
That's how you
peruse.
pronounce that, right? Sklum. Ooh, we got something new.
Yeah,
By
LaBeurle.
the Vern store,
I'm actually kind of interested in that place. Master really likes it there.
Oh, that reminds me.
it's a cutting-edge piece of formal
I think the granddaughter of the Eight Leaves founder belongs to one of the guilds there.
That was it? Oh. I was hoping for more. There have been a number of unsettling developments in this country as of late. Things have been peaceful here at the mall, but elsewhere factions like Hayway and the anti-immigrant groups are creating chaos. Naturally, my principal aim is to expand our market, but I've also been tasked with reporting any major developments in the Republic. I will have to inform Miss Maybell of this latest news.
Alrighty.
I'm quite proud of what we have to offer.
Labelle-style rice omelette, of course. A Kerbic tomato. Of course.
We'll be looking forward to your next visit.
Very
The
well.
new Liberal Boutique, which just opened this year, to sample a range of imported goods from the Liberal Kingdom.
That man with the balloons took off just a bit ago. He even refused his pay for helping out with the show. Apparently he's taking a self-imposed hiatus from Mishy's performances so he can think about what he's done. The guilt must really be eating at him. Hopefully the next time he attends, it'll be with a smile on his face. The staff here have been showering me with gratitude. If anything though, I should be apologizing for reaching out to you without their permission. Anyway, I'm glad the guy who wound up coming around on Mishy's redesign. Anyway, Mishy's helped bring peace to his troubled soul. That's how you know he's the best comfort character out there. He made a wishy with Mishy, eliminating the animosity between fans of redesign Mish and classic Mishy would be a nigh impossible endeavor. But even still, I want to work towards a society where all Mishlamites can walk hand in hand and treat each other with respect. Oh, just so you're aware, Mishy has finally made his return to the Land of Dreams. He'll be back soon to put on another show, though we hope to see you there. Oh, yes. The Land of Dreams. My workplace stocks are hot on the market right now. The same goes for Valesian corporations. But pricier shares are harder to buy into. Add to that how tight competition is with Calvardian enterprises, and the prospects get a lot murkier. Maybe I should consult with one of the bank tellers again before I start moving my mirror around. Oh, indeed. Crossbell is the place to watch out for right now as far as the stock market goes. It only stands to reason, being situated right between the Empire and the Republic. It means that Mira passes through the state hand over fist. Their economy's post-war recovery has been a slight sight to behold. Even now, it's still on the upturn. Good for Crossbell. So if it's a stable investment you're looking for, look no further than Crossbell and Equities. Free advice there. What we got over here? There they are, the limited edition spring tarts. They're right within my grasp, but they're just out of reach. Curse my financial woes! Sit tight, my loves. Tomorrow is the greatest day of the month. Payday. Soon you'll be all mine. Oh, no, that's the same again.
You'll also find the Fern Store, a movie theater, boutique,
Oh
and
my.
other various shops to peruse.
It's begun to snow. Evidently winter's one last pre-spring chill left for us. We tend to get more orders for warmer drinks like tea and hot chocolate during weather like this. Colder seasons also seem to make people tend toward richer flavors, such as chocolate gâteau or shortcake. I suppose I'd better tell the kitchen to prepare for that. Like what I was talking about with the U randomly. Parlour. Yeah, so. I suppose I'd better tell the kitchen to prepare for that. Your customers really know what's what. I'm starting to get a hankering myself. Of course you are. Van spoke as if he had little to no interest in the Quincy company in a racing last year. But I'm still picking up on some
The Trion Mall.
antsiness.
Here you'll find Trion
Maybe
Tower,
he's really worried about them deep down. Again, it's not the company he had an issue with. We know that.
boutiques, and other
Ah,
various
the
shops.
taste of today's sponge cake is, as always, perfectly plump. Perfectly plump.
Drop by the Fern
Normally, the
Store if you
results
wanna
are
check out the hottest new
in
commodities.
large part influenced by the humidity and temperature. But as I've said many times, I expect nothing short of perfection from the Quincy Parlour.
Technology that's lighting
And
up
their
the
patissiere is very much that. Hello, you two. Oh, hello. Are you two on break right now? That's right. It's nice to take a breather every now and then, you know? Actually, I figured I might treat it today as an apology. Work came in between our plans to meet up yesterday. Ah, I see. You know, I'd actually been hoping to go out with you and Nadia for a while now. Oh well, guess that just means I'll have to fill my stomach for the three of us. Wait, Odette, you'll get sick. There it is again, that Reen laugh. Well, it's not every day I get treated to sweets from Quincy Parlor. Alright. Maybe eating for three is a little much, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways I can indulge. Oh, rest assured, I won't be digging into my savings for you. Oh, I fancy a cup of tea. Now I see what Odette's got there. It's like, yeah, I just fancy a lovely cup of tea. Just nice and relaxing. We are done out here, aren't we? I think so. Yeah. Right. Well, let's see what's going on up top.
Welcome to the Trion Mall. Here you'll find Trion Tower, one of Edith's...
So. Alright. Whoa! Oh, there they are over there.
Trion Tower's observation deck stands 250
I knew today was supposed to be cold, but I didn't think we'd actually get snow. Well, just so you're aware, the glass on the observation deck was made for occasions like this. No matter how much snow falls, it won't stick. Come snow, rain, or shine, you'll always have a perfect view of the capital. What if it's foggy? What are we gonna do then? Clear the fog? Wow, the view really is nice here. Yeah, no kidding. But you know, you're probably the last person I'd expect to invite us out like this, Rebecca. Wait, it was her idea? It was actually my dad's idea. Oh. I figured it'd be nice for Kisara to have a look around the capital, though. Just had to dredge up a little courage to make it happen. But I never thought there'd be so many people here. Why don't we move on? Maybe you should have dredged up a little more courage. Well, I guess you are doing better than I thought you would. And Kisara seems to be enjoying herself too. We should hang out like this more often. Oh, that's right. The Republic's been around for a pretty long time, hasn't it? Do you guys have any famous artists? The only one I could think of is Aramis. He actually did a lot to help Sheena Dirk in the revolution. He's definitely not the only artist, though. We actually have lots of famous modern artists, too. And I'm sure you'll be joining their ranks in no time, Kisara. Hey, who said I was interested? Well, both me and Chris will do everything we can to support you along the way. After all, if art's something you like, you should keep doing it. Something I like, huh? Mama told me the same thing, but why did I ever forget? Oh yeah, I remember now. Having hope is useless. I will never fall for that trick again. Oh, what's wrong, Kisara? It's nothing, just thinking about how naive everyone from Old Town is. Oh. Dad said this would be a good way to get over my fears. And I figured it might not be so bad with Kisara and Anya. Alright, just a little longer. I don't want to interfere with Kisara's drawing. Well done, Rebecca, though. Well done. Kisara drew this beautiful mural at our bathhouse some time ago. Saw it. We already paid her for the job well done, but we figured it might be nice to show her the sights around the capital, too. Kinda seems like she's got something on her mind, though. Wish she'd talk to me about it.
Trion Tower's observation deck stands 215 art above ground level, providing a panoramic view of
Artists,
the
huh?
entire capital.
Maybe that was a stupid thing to ask. Well, whatever. We should go before Rebecca faints. Checking out the observation deck was actually more fun than I thought it would be. Oh, how you doing, mate? I used to be all about heights when I was a kid. Coming to the observation deck was the norm for me, and I loved airplanes. Wait, did you say airplanes? Then I hurt myself after taking a tumble from a jungle gym. Haven't been the same since. Now heights are enough to paralyze me. You did say airplanes, right? Yeah, that should be airships. Should be airships. Airships.
Hi there. Come again.
Because they haven't invented airplanes in this world. Like, I can't remember a single airplane. It's all airships. I can remember other Falcom games having airplanes, but not this one. Well, this series. Wonder if he'll sneak in to pay me a visit again. There's a long-standing rivalry between his family and mine. They loathe each other, so we can't meet in public. Won't lie, hate living in this house, but I don't have the courage to run away and abandon those who raised me. So I'll just have to become the head of the family and incite an intrafamilial revolution. Okay, time to hit the books. I'm gonna figure out a way to knock Dad off his pedestal. Oh, wow, that's some active imagination she has. You're not wrong. You must have thought all that up herself. That's pretty impressive for a girl her age. Like, damn. Right, so... Yep, let's see the scene. Ah, Fitterson Arkwright Solutions. I see you have Beauty's Blade with you, along with other more dubious company. Hello. Out on a little group tour, are we? I should be so lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. And don't act like you aren't wise to what's going on with us. How about you, Miss Department Chief? Taking a personal day with your flunky? That's a political debate tomorrow at Trion Mall. We're here to conduct a preliminary security inspection. But I would concede that taking in the scenery from on high can be an effective stress reliever. So you got it tough too, huh? We're still pursuing the Crimson Beast, as well as the man who calls himself the Garden Master. I regret to inform that we don't have any more information than we do at present. That's too bad. Ever since the Nemeth Island case, all eyewitness reports have stopped cold. In fact, now that the serial killings have stopped, things in the capital have almost been peaceful. But who knows how long that'll last. Needless to say, the situation is only temporary. Or perhaps it'd be better described as the calm before the storm. But no matter what schemes are taking form, we can be certain that they won't be carried out by conventional means. With that in mind, I am expecting great dividends from your efforts. Don't get your hopes up too high. Still, we don't plan on bringing an end to this. We do plan on that. Then allow me to tell you our findings in exchange. They regard those dolls modeled after members of the Gardens. CID took some of them in after the incident at Animus, as I recall. What did your analysis uncover? I suspected they're linked to the super technology that arose during Crossbell's more recent incident. Which is worrying. In particular, they were built to simulate the underlying concepts behind Sims. Simulated Sims? What? I was gonna say, like, what? It's like, I'm not trying that. Try saying that 3 times faster. Yeah, just simulated Sims I'll go with. However, it would appear that the original technology could not be reproduced. From this, we've surmised that they incorporate society Marduk and Zect Arms engineering, among others. In terms of how faithfully they reproduce their originals, the dolls are nowhere near close to on par with Sims. That, however, is because those aspects were skewed in favor of combat specializations and formidable battle prowess. We believe they were produced around a year ago, while both Almata and the Gardens were still active. Aside from the twins, all other members of the Gardens have been wiped out. So the Garden Master unleashed these killer robots instead. And so the organization that had been warped from the start managed to survive more warped than ever. That's karma for you. There haven't been any reports of these assassin dolls being deployed anywhere else. Doesn't mean it's not happened, though. If the Garden Master begins to act in earnest, why is he in earnest? They could very well emerge as an additional threat. Best be careful out there. We appreciate your concern. Grendel Zolga started off by hitting a military compound, so there's no telling what his true target is. If anything, you all at the CID should be the ones watching your step. Is that concern for your childhood friend I detect? I'll be sure to pass it along to Mr. Kincaid. That ain't what I meant. I, for one, think he would love to hear it. Give me a break. Oh, come on. Soon after, Kilika and Kayla returned to work, whereupon Van and the group resumed their own activities. Message for you, sir. Looks like I've got an orb mail. It's from Father Bark... I mean Master Burgard. He just sent me a letter yesterday. Now it's an orb mail? Wonders never cease. Van, a major breakthrough has surfaced regarding your current predicament, prompting my immediate return to Edith. I ask that you head to the underground ruins at Station Street so that we may discuss this matter in private. Burgard, that's a lie. I can sense it. Major breakthrough. Doesn't sound like your everyday stuff. Might even have something to do with me specifically. Is there a problem, Van? It feels like it's a trap. Nah, just some personal correspondence. So, we've been milling about for a while now. What do you say we take a breather? Sure, it's about time to grab a bite to eat anyway. Our party's pretty big this time around. Maybe we could split up. Good idea. Let's part ways for lunch, and when we reach a good stopping point. I'd better keep things to myself until I know what this is all about. Selecting ahead to the underground ruins at Station Street from the travel menu will cause the main story to advance. As a result, some unfinished quests and unseen sub-events will disappear. Like tears in the rain. Or like snowflakes in the snow. Alright, let's head there. Yes, go. After separating from his companions, Van made his way to Station Street. A lot more people around, now that we're heading into the afternoon. Well, for now I've got to find out what Master wants from me. He went through more trouble than he had to sending that orb mail. Something's definitely up. The fact he sent a letter and then an orb mail, it's like, it doesn't feel like it's him. It's been 3 months since we last saw each other. Guess the first step is to just meet up and hear him out.
The entrance to the underground ruins is down the back alley next to the department store. That's just a rumor.
And why did you say that out loud? Like, okay, Mr. Exposition, like what? There we go. It was Celis.
Celis? The hell are you doing down here? Master called me over to talk. What, did you come in his place?
In his place? I guess you could say that.
Am I missing something?
Is she corrupt? I'm immediately like, hold on a minute.
I've got some bad news to share, Arkwright. Master Barkhorn's dead, and it's all your fault.
Yeah, he's not dead. He's not dead. So you've been corrupt. Why?
What? Back up. Did I hear that right? He's dead? We're talking about the Bearguard Zeman, right? You say it's my fault?
It figures you wouldn't have a clue. Back when you were swallowed up by that demonic power, Master took on a curse to protect you. You know that much, right?
Now hold on a sec.
That curse is as nasty as they come, and just as tough to dispel. He spent all this time getting spiritual treatment in Arteria.
The way this is feeling right now, it's got that element of like, she's saying all this as she's slowly building up power. It's like, uh-oh. Like she's just keeping Van busy while she's like building up power.
But even after going to Gehenna and back, he gave up the ghost just the other day.
Don't tell me she's corroded, the way Ashen was.
There we go. At least she put the pieces together there, Van.
Master covered for you until his dying breath. And whether he likes it or not, his sacrifice proved one thing.
Oh, again, there's little elements that I do like about like Sarah's work here. It's very much like you can hear sort of like the bite behind the words. It's like just trying to hold it back.
Your existence is a plague on this world. And that's a sin I just can't abide by.
Ooh.
Since we're fellow disciples, I'll grant you one act of mercy. Putting you out of your misery by my own hands.
So even Dominions can get their memories rewritten. This ain't the time to mull things over, though.
I was gonna say, this isn't the time to be like, you know, I'm just thinking about this. Like, I think, like, even Dominions could, like, no, mate, like, this is a problem.
Up and at 'em, Mare Bear. We got trouble. Shit! I can't go Grendel?
Death End! Does it again raise like little questions like, how does the Death End work? So we're still being like trying to contemplate that, like where does stuff go? Oh, so that's the opposite way we could have gone in the act. It's like, yeah, because that was the root end. Because yeah, it's like we've seen in the past, like death ends have been caused by like emotional stress and stuff like that. This one wasn't so much emotional stress. Like that's it. It's sort of like almost like a. How it felt to me was like Van was like, "This is gonna happen. I can rewind time." Like almost like he was accepting of it. It's like this is something I can learn from. And then time leap. Maybe. We'll see what he says when we do the time leap, though. That's the feeling I'm getting, where it's sort of like, yeah, I knew that was coming after that. Like, I couldn't go Grendel. Now I'd be like, why could I not go Grendel? Need to figure that out. Ugh. Sweet Adios, didn't see that coming. Guess playing fair is too much to ask. I'm gonna worm my way out of this. Someone's watching. Must be using some sort of technique to conceal their presence. Don't know if it's related to the rewrite, but sticking around won't do me any favors. Now how do I lose them? It's around noon on a Saturday. I think I know who to count on to give me an out. Act 3. Route C. Heretic Hunt. Better.
This really isn't the best place to be right now.
You said it.
Need to find a good opportunity to get to the center of the connecting bridge.
I just moved forward slightly. He was like, there we go. I'm not where we should have been right now. A good opportunity. Can't we just go there? Like, is that Geo's taxi? There he is. He got away. Target has boarded a taxi heading northwest. The vehicles make is. Sorry to drop in on your lunch break. Don't worry, give it a second. Don't worry, but don't give it a second thought, brother. Shuttling folks around is what I live for. Besides, I know this ain't just for kicks. Anytime you're in a bind, I've got your back. You're a cabbie like no other. Felt like he was lying down then with the way he sat up, but still. I was about to get tangled up with some pesky characters is all. Can I hassle you to take the back roads? Maybe shake him off a bit. Forget that you're a pretty streetwise cat yourself. Just sit tight. Giordano will have you where you're going in record time. 6 days later. There you go, record time. I didn't say it'd be fast, just, you know, the slowest on record. Sure, this is where you want out, brother? Yeah, shortcut I'm taking, no car can follow. I owe you one, Giordano. Take care heading back. You betcha. The two of us share a compadre in Dingo. Next time you need a lift, just give me a call, brother. I like the little random NPCs here and there that, like, do have a significance in the story in some regard. It's like how we had Shino, like, she had that one little scene with, Van and Elaine. Like she was part of that little bit. It's like, yeah, they're just NPCs, or how he had that little bit with the teacher from Aramis. It's like, it's nice to like see these characters crop up in the actual story. It's like, yeah. Oh yeah, Dingo is an old pal of his, huh? Just another way he's coming to clutch for me. Alright, time to trudge my way through. Why not call the others? It's odd though. Timing's just too good. Then there were all those guys surveilling me. Doesn't exactly match the Growl's MO. If I had to guess... Forget it, I just need to lie low in the Blacklight District and...
Oh, hell! A thaumaturgy trap! So I was right on the money. Scariot, you came to the capital?
Hmm.
Indeed. And I trust you know the reason. Van Arkride, within you resides the root of all things demonic. By your curse did Bearguard Zeman, better known as my master Gunther Barkhorn, perish.
See, like, based on what we had in the intro, though, I think the only one out of like the church that's part of the story at the moment that's going to be unaffected is Leon.
For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
So it got you too, huh? I had a hunch this might happen.
Yours is an absolute evil, untouchable by the laws of this world. By our hands shall it be condemned!
You ran into you guys instead, huh? I try to lure him and the bastard blows me off. I'm on my way. Don't do a thing till I get there.
Mother Celis, how many times must we tell you to use your telepathy to contact us? Or at the least, a secure line.
Was his, like, robe aspect moving in time with, like, his mouth flaps? Like when he speaks, it's like the back of his neck area, it was like moving. It was like, huh?
There is no need to delay. Taking him down where he stands will do just as well. Begin casting. Leave no gap uncovered.
Yes, sir! Not good. There are too many for me to hold off alone. Add a Dominion to the mix, and I'll be screwed 6 ways from Sunday.
Surrender yourself. This is farewell, Arkride.
Shit. My number's up.
I think I've seen quite enough.
Leon!
Hold snap! You dare, Father Leon?
Not sure what brought this on, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
The gall!
Stop him!
This way, then!
Bailing me out, huh? Take it that means you're still in your right mind?
Assuming you refer to the way Celis isn't in hers, yes. But we can talk after we've made our escape.
Between this and Messeldom, I'm racking up a real debt to you. Let's roll!
I like how Leon isn't insulting him really or anything at this point. It's like, this isn't the time for me to be messing about. Something serious is going on. Need to fix it. The two headed toward the surface through a number of byways. While doing so, they began exchanging what they knew with one another. You know, what I was kind of hoping for there was, like, when Leon appeared, it's like they still, like, ended up causing a death end. But as the death end was happening, Leon basically told Van where to meet him, like an hour ago. Be like, I'm currently such and such location. Like, maybe it was like, I'm in Iota about 30 minutes ago. And Van would be like, okay, and then time leap. So then he knows exactly where to go. That would have been an interesting way of, like, doing that just then. So I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that they didn't go with a deaf end at that point. Because I felt like that one was coming and that was going to be a sort of another aspect of him learning what's going on. Where do I go? I need to speak with someone. And I was thinking maybe it was going to go the route of, okay, Celis is corrupted. Scariot is also corrupted. Is Leon corrupted? Where's Leon? I need to find Leon. I was thinking that's where it was going to go, but then he showed up, so it was like, oh. Rewritten memories and perceptions. Under normal circumstances, I would be asking where and how hard you hit your head. Good to know you haven't lost your humor. Yeah, it's not really directed in a sense of trying to rile him up. It is just sort of like a silly situation we're in, isn't it? Like, yeah. I don't have a clear picture of things myself, that's sad.
Master Barkhorn's dead, and it's all your fault.
For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
One misstep along the way and either of those scenarios could have wound up true. But the idea that Master was cursed is obviously a total fabrication. They don't seem like they're being controlled either. So the only option left is that their minds have been tampered with. Only is a bit of a strong word there. It could be that our master truly is dead and your memory was the one rewritten. What a load of... On second thought, I'm having a tough time debunking you there. I was honestly thinking that as well. It's just that aspect of like, wait, how do we know it's not us? Now I get it. The fact that we can't get in touch with Master right now is being used against us. Likely so. But by whom we have yet to understand. It's got to be linked to stuff on your end, yeah? Must have noticed something was off earlier today. That's right. After the incident at Nemeth Island, we decided to split up and chase the perpetrators' trails. Meaning that for a time, Celis and I acted separately. She had some business in the capital, so we decided to meet in the outskirts and share our findings this morning. But for some reason, we weren't speaking on the same wavelength. As I listened on, she suddenly came out saying that our master was dead. Tried convincing her otherwise a multitude of times. And her response? That I was the one whose memories were fiddled with. Even the Growlsritter aren't immune to this. Then yeah, there's a chance that you're the one who's gone off the rails. While I may be informed of this rewrite business now, yesterday, I couldn't conjure up the words to refute her. At the time, Celis unleashed her stigma. No, scratch that. It may be that her stigma went out of control due to the psychological strain of Master Burgard's supposed death. Again, it's that aspect, like the death end we saw there. It is very much like, again, like through Sarah's voice acting, it's like you could feel that sense of like it was bubbling under the surface. I've got a responsibility to put Arkwright down. If you can't accept that, then stay out of my way. And to my surprise, the vice captain appeared. Hunting down heretics is the duty of us monks. Should you interfere, we will grant you no quarter. Then they subjected me to a merciless barrage of thaumaturgy. I could only endure so much. That sounds pretty rough. Your concern is touching, but some people came to my rescue after I escaped. They even treated my wounds. Oh, the only problem is my own stigma. In what way? I've been rendered incapable of harnessing its power by means unknown to me. Ooh. I'd like to think that's a stigma, though. It's rather dire, really. Can't even control my mana effectively. So that's why you aren't looking so hot. Well, nobody looks cold anyway, because it's fire and ice and he's ice, but it's bad enough that those two were the ones rewritten. Now the only person who stood a chance of going against them has his powers sealed. Truth told, this is more than I bargained for. All I intended to do was look into their activities. But in a twist of fate, I became your surveyor. Yeah. It appeared that you were their sole target. Perhaps I should have just let the matter run its course. You better follow that up with a psych. Anyway, our only hope of bringing them back to their senses is to join forces. We're in agreement there. Ah, and there's the exit up ahead. Doom, 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 doom. I've seen this place before. This is a waterway beneath the Tyrell district, just a bit further until we get above ground. Good. Don't see any pursuers, but let's keep aiming topside.
You know, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be making off with you of all people.
That's my line you're stealing. Now, if you would be so kind, try and stay out of my way.
Damn, cold as ice.
Again, he's an ice-based character. So I'm trying to remember, like, because I think this is where there's like a boss room.
We gotta hurry.
Yeah, just wanted to be sure. Right, we'll turbo through because there doesn't seem to be any enemies or anything, so get stuck on walls and everything and bridges. Yep. So it ends up not being
gotta hurry
as fast. There we go. Doo-doo. Looks like we shook them. What's our next move? I mentioned before that a few benefactors came to my aid. They should be waiting for me up ahead.
Hey! Over here!
Hey! Oh dear.
Van's here too? Something must have happened.
Interesting how Nina's involved in this one. So those are your guardian angels, huh? What a story. Truth really is stranger than fiction sometimes. Still, Celis and Ashlad chasing you down? It boggles the mind. Oh yeah, you've met the Vice Captain before, huh, Director? We shared a table at the Revolution Festival. Leon was there too, if memory serves. That I was. The Director was a rare source of stimulating conversation. Celis and I have met a few times as well. I know she isn't the type of person who'd do this to you. How have you met Celis? A few times? Uh-huh. So please don't take it to heart, Leon. You have our fullest support. Right. If there's any way we can help you out, all you have to do is say the word. I can't thank you too enough, especially given that you already saved me this morning. About that, guessing you picked him up in this van when he was hurt. Yes. We were heading back from scouting a filming location on the outskirts of the city. That's when we chanced upon Leon lying on the side of the road. The boy was bleeding head to toe. You can imagine how flabbergasted we were. He seems fine now, right? Although I suppose he's got that headband. Did he always have that headband? Don't think he did. Since we've hit it off before, giving him somewhere to take shelter was a no-brainer. A productive van does make for a decent camouflage on top of transportation. On that note, we need to collect ourselves fast. There's no telling when they'll catch us here. It'd be best to relocate. Gotcha. So is there any place in the capital that you can use as a safe house? How about Edith Cathedral? Even those two would be hesitant to start a confrontation there. Okay then, we'll ferry you on over with these trusty wheels of ours. And I won't take no for an answer. Speed is the name of the game, after all. Your generosity is appreciated, Mr. Director. Yeah, we'll hitch a ride with you. It's not like there's much alternative. Swell, then come on, hop right in. We can get to the Alba district in no time via the expressway. On the road again. Oh yeah, I should probably get in touch with the others. You've got to be kidding me. They're blocking communications? Huh? But why? Even the radio isn't working. Oh, this is a fine pickle we're in. It's probably a localized orbital wave jam, but if that's their angle... You don't think Ashlad and his pals are onto us already? They've probably got eyes all over the capital. Which means...
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
It can't be.
Celis?
Yo, Arkwright. Still scurrying away like the rat you are. Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep him out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
Bloody hell.
Don't move, Arkwright. Same goes for you, Leon. Force me to crack open this tin can, and you'll have a crash waiting to happen.
What are we gonna do?
Celis, wait! He isn't... She's using her stigma?
You're not at fault. I get that. But I can't let you live. The best I can do is send you straight to Adios. In one strike!
Damn.
I can't let any more people get caught up in this. Sorry, you three. I'll figure out the rest on my own, one way or another.
Ben!
Ben! No!
The shards cushioned my fall, but... Can't say I didn't see this coming.
So, you opted to keep him out of it. Pretty noble, Arkwright. That's what makes this such a crying shame. I'll send you off in peace, if nothing else. Sleep tight.
Ooh, the change in tone. Ooh. It's that sort of thing, like, we've only seen Celis really, like, as kind of bratty and hot-headed in the past. Like, there was moments in the past, like, when was it? We're in, like, the, not the prologue, like Act 1A or whatever it was. When we were over in, was it Messeldom? It's like we saw a bit there, where she was a bit softer. It's like here, she was just more calculating. Really sort of like, this is the job, this is what I've got to do. More serious is the feeling I'm getting there. It's like, yeah. Right, let's go, 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 go. There's no telling when they'll catch us here. It'd be best to relocate. Tyrell District. Must have rewound back to when we joined up with Gotti and Nina. I'm liking his more awareness of the situations now. Like he's aware of the leaps and he's starting to use them. It's like this is kind of like the aspect that I wanted to see, where it's like, okay, almost sort of like it's a guarantee for him now, and he's starting to use it in his investigation and ways to solve this, rather than just be shocked by the matter. It's like, no, I'm okay with this so far. Van, is something wrong? Nah, there will be if things play out like I recall. So, is there any place in the capital that you can use as a safe house? How about Edith Cathedral? Even those two would be hesitant to start a confrontation there. Okay then, we'll ferry you over on these trusty wheels of ours. I won't take no for an answer. Speed is the name of the game, after all. Your generosity is appreciated, Mr. Director. Taking the expressway would get us to the Arbor District in no time, but is the cathedral really our best bet? Suggest another route? What's up? You know something we don't? Well, yeah. Sorta, yeah. It's tough to explain. Let's just call it a flash of intuition. Oh?
Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep them out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
Under those conditions, they should be fine. We'll still want to iron things out a little. You guys are gonna have to work with me here. Mind humoring me for a bit? Not in the least. In for a reggae, in for an arch. We'd be more than happy to help. Thanks, you two. Where do you propose we go then? Just a sec, there's something I want to make sure of first. We'll need some spare Zephyr's. I think I'll lay a little groundwork over there too while I'm at it. To Heiway? Well, we're on the expressway just like we planned. Nothing out of the ordinary. That I can tell. Is it not them? Because it's like maybe they're wearing wigs, but it's like this, it's hiding their faces. Not yet, no. Nope. Something wrong, Nina?
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
It can't be. Yo, Arkwright. Still scurrying away like the rat you are. Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep them out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
Yes, it's not going to be them.
What are you going on about?
Huh?
That's you up there, right, Celis? I get that it's been a while since Messeldom, but jumping on our van is one hell of a long time no see. It's like a scene right out of a movie.
Maybe you could cast her as an extra in your next film, Mr. Gotti.
That's a genius idea. Better yet, we could sign up Leon alongside her.
Damn it. I'm getting distracted. Wait. Those aren't Leon or Arkwright. They're just decoys made to dupe my clairvoyance. Pulled one over on me, did ya? You're in for it now, Master's pet!
Whoa, Nelly. That went exactly the way Vance said it would. Oh, those ciphers we prepared for the shoot sure came in handy. And wasn't that Ash lad just now? This is getting more unbelievable by the second.
Yes. But now we've seen it for ourselves. Something isn't right with him or Celis. And Leon, please stay safe.
Yeah, I'm genuinely liking this approach where it's like they just put the pieces together and then like just adjust it. It's more snappy than it was in the past. That's what I like. It's not like, right now, go investigate. It's like, no, you see the outcomes be different. It's like, yeah, I like this, I like this. So far, so good. Guess they fell for our stunt doubles. We have the director and Nina to thank for that. Moving on, to think that a place like this was beneath the city. Scampering around like this is getting us nowhere. We need to start working toward turning the tables. One of the keys to that is, without a doubt, your stigma's power. Is there really no way for you to restore it? You say that as if it's trivial. First of all, a stigma's very existence is absolute in this world. They are thus unsealable by nature. Master did mention something like that. But if that's the case, how did it happen anyway? Heaven knows. All I can tell you is that it isn't something the Vice Captain's thaumaturgy should be capable of. This is only speculation, but perhaps my stigma overreacted after an unknown force attempted to tamper with me. Since then, it has not yet returned to its normal state, so I am unable to release it properly. Also, maybe it's just sort of like holding off the corruption. That does line up with the current sitch. Curious about the specifics of this tampering business, but we can set that aside for now. If there's no problem with the stigma itself, then we should be able to do something about it, right? Well, it'd only be a half measure, but if we manage to stabilize my stigma's power, then yes, possibly. But as we are without a specialist on our side, we'd have to make do on our own. At the very least, we need a spiritual hotspot to give the stigma a foothold from which to adjust. Finding one will prove inconvenient. However, with all these prying eyes on the lookout, spiritual hotspot when no one is watching. Actually, I think I know a place. The perfect one for the job, in fact. The The underground ruins at Station Street. This is where Celis first summoned you to meet with her. Yeah, except now it'll be her blind spot. All the way down here is an altar where the first Genesis was enshrined. It was on a small scale, but the higher elements were in effect back then, so it should count as a spiritual hotspot. That may just be the ticket. I must say, his mental acuity is positively uncanny. What? You think of a stumbling block? Oh, I've no objections. Celis's clairvoyancy is usually quite lacking, but right now her stigma is running amok. If she applies herself, she'll be able to see quite a distance. It's only a matter of time before we're discovered. We'd best get a move on. Watch my back in there, Frostbite. Very well, I'll be expecting the same from you in return, Sir Spriggan. Sir Spriggan. Right. Before we then venture off into this place, I think we shall end this part here. And in the next part, like I said, we'll venture off and head to the depths and see about fixing his stigma. Maybe fixing his clothes as well. I did notice they're getting a bit tatty. Yes, need to get a tailor. A tailor, sir. Yes. So, we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ra for now.